everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Thrive in Your Mission. And you may, if you watched the last one, know that we talked about the courage to be seen. This is Courage to be Seen Part 2, because after we went off the air, we had this incredible conversation in the studio. And I'm like, why is the camera not running? Why are we not capturing all this magic? So we hope to share with you some of the key elements of what we spoke about in the studio afterwards and share it with you because there's a lot of gold in what we just talked about, right, ladies? Don't you think?
Yes.
Yes.
I loved it.
Amazing, amazing. So,
Part
Tavia,
two
what was yes?
and victory.
Yes.
What were some of the key takeaways for you?
Just this idea that, what we go through in life is what our soul came here for, right? It is what we need to go through to learn the lesson, right?
Yeah.
And so that we can really step into our true purpose, our true mission. I really believe this, because I believe the things that I've gone through is really what I help other people with through my own methodology, right? Everybody has their own way to serve. And I truly believe that we all have a reason to be here. It's not like we're just come here, go to school, go to work, retire and die, or have a family, retire, die. I don't believe that. I believe that we all have something. It's just that we have to really get connected to what it is. And a lot of times we go through these painful moments in our life, right? And those are the moments that transform us. We can either say, wow, that was really hard, and kind of dwell on it and feel, oh, woe is me. Or we can say, you know what? I'm actually thankful for that moment, because guess what? I overcame it. I'm stronger because of it. I now have the courage to do X, Y, Z, whereas before I was maybe a victim or whatever it is, right? And I truly believe that all the things I've gone through, at the time, I did not know. I thought, oh my God, this is painful. Why am I going through this? I literally thought that. But looking back now, I say, oh, I know exactly why I went through those things, because they taught me something about myself. And I stopped allowing other people to kind of define who I am, right? And I started to say, I choose myself, and I know who I am, and started to own that. And that's when things really changed for me. And it didn't take me until my 40s to really figure it out. I mean, seriously, it's a long time, but everybody has their own path and own journey, right?
Oh my God, I love that so much. Yeah, and what did that mean to you? I know you pulled out that great quote, and I'd love you to
Oh
share
yeah.
it with everyone.
Okay, so I can chip in a few words. I think last episode was talking about confidence. I mean, like a lot of things we talk about, but main thing is the confidence. We help people to have the confidence and look professional, to be seen in front of the whole world. I think also we talk about that the confidence, for me, I feel it's not about feeling good. It's not a feeling. Okay, it's more than just feeling good and confidence. I think confidence deep down is about self-trust. We have been talking about a lot about self-trust, like how we help people. I think it's totally a process. It's not just a feeling. Feeling can pass easily in the next minute, next second. I feel good. I do this selfie and all that. But we are building a long-term like a long-term goal, like it's solid, confident. It's about self-trust. We trust ourselves, and obviously Tavia and Avira, you're all helping all this like process, mini baby steps, step by step, to achieve that. And it's not just about in front of the camera, it's about like the whole lifelong learning process. So for that, and then echo to what Tavia just said about the choosing part. And I have this little piece of note here. I'm going to read to you. I really love that quote. It's from, I can't remember who gave me that quote, but it says, "Dear artist, do not wait to be chosen. Choose yourself first. The world will catch up. Period." Like no more discussion. That's it. You just
I got chills.
talk about want to be chosen. We talk about Matrix, and you are the chosen one. Okay. Star Wars, whatever. Just like you are the one. It's all about that.
You are the one.
Yeah, but I think in this contemporary world, we can't wait to be chosen, because like so zillion of like pictures, zillions of voices, like internet and so many things, so many stories, and you cannot be the one. You can't be the one. You have to step up. And I think we are all helping people. Indeed, our mission is to thrive. You know, in your mission, it's like how do we help people to be their own unique story, be their own voice. And also for me, I think it's not just one voice, you know, obviously not just one chosen one. There can be so many beautiful voices, millions of beautiful pictures, millions of beautiful human beings. I think everybody has the chance or right to step up and just be themselves. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's so
I just got this like thought that when you said that, you know, that imagine if everybody woke up, like literally broke out of the matrix and said, yes, like I'm unique. I am the one. And we had all of these people in the world saying, I'm the one, right? And really stepping into their power. I mean, that's the shift, right? Because we are not victims. We have a lot going on in the world, a lot of chaos, a lot of drama, a lot of places we could say, you know, would make us be a victim, right?
Yeah.
And
also the one thing about being the one is very competitive. Like you are you exclude other people, like because you are the one step up and I think I'm not sure about that part, because if you are like always say I'm the one, then you exclude people out. You
not
gotta
really
be more inclusive.
Can I jump in there? I'd like to speak to that. Oh,
yes.
And you know what? That is scarcity mindset. That is, you know, 0 point, you know, like you think if I win, everybody else loses. Well, here's the truth. Okay. And Tavia and I have gone deep into this, so I know I'm speaking for her as well, is that we live in an abundant universe and there is enough for everybody to be the one. We are all the one. Okay. I'm just getting chills as I say that.
Totally.
So I invite you into that possibility, that you are the one, Tavia's the one, I am the one. If you decide you're the one, you're the freaking one. Like, how did I become a jazz artist at 51? Hey, there's one again. I became a jazz singer at 51 because, first of all, it was always in me to do, but I didn't do it because I was told women on stages were sluts. Okay. So I didn't want to be a slut. And so I played small. I played the game in the matrix, what my dad wanted me to do. I became a healthcare professional. Then I went into big pharma. I stayed in the box. I made good money. I looked shiny to the world. I made them very proud. But at what cost? I had a mental breakdown. But then I had the spiritual breakthrough that allowed me to become fully me, aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed. And in my late 40s, where I had the courage to become the one and become a professional jazz artist. It was always in me because my dad could sing like Pavarotti, but never did anything with his voice, right? Because he didn't believe good people were on stages. Good people were good fathers and providers, mothers and providers. And so that was his stinking thinking that he was given by his parents, right? Generational trauma, old mindsets brought down. But guess what? I broke that mindset. I broke the generational trauma. I became fully me. I decided I was the one. And I became a pro jazz artist. I attracted incredible players. And my second jazz duo won Best Band in my city twice in the last 3 years.
Oh my God.
And I've sung to Oprah Winfrey's man, Stedman Graham, because he asked me to sing and I did. And it's all on YouTube. It's hilarious. You know, and it's like, who am I? Who am I to be doing that? Like later in life, when I wasn't like really trained like a jazz artist, you know, like I didn't go to Juilliard or, you know, do any of these things. But I am getting the validation from the universe that you're in alignment. Here's an award. Here, I'm going to let you, you know, sing to Stedman and create my first jazz album live at Jazz Bistro, a world-class jazz venue, because it's my thing to do. And I'm not going to play small. I decided I was good enough. I no longer hid behind, oh, you need more lessons. Because yes, I did take some lessons, right? You need more lessons. You don't deserve to be on stage. No, I decided I was enough. And when I got on stage and I owned it, guess what? People really liked it. And I believe that people prefer real over perfect. I might not be perfect, but guess what? When I'm on stage and I sound like shit, someone in the audience is meant to hear me and go, you know what? She started doing this at 51 and she's not even that good. I'm gonna go do my thing too. Well, if that's all I've done, I've done my job. But fortunately, I'm blessed to say people have said very kind things. But mostly my voice is here to help humanity heal. I'm actually a sacred sound healer. I play beautiful bowls and I sing and I channel messages from the divine. That's why I became professional at 51. So I would have the courage to become a world-class sound healer. I put on sound baths every once a month in Miracle Magnet Zone. That's one of my groups on Facebook, and they're free, because this is my thing to do, right? So I'm just saying that when you decide you are enough, even though the world tells you don't go on stage, good women are not on stages, and you're not good enough, and all those things. No, when you decide this is me. This is me.
Mhm.
There's actually a song from The Greatest Showman,
Oh, I
I
heard that.
pick it
Yes,
for you,
I showed
but
it to
it's
my
this
son
is me,
recently.
right? She had the courage, the bearded lady, to just
Yes.
be
Love the
her, right?
MTV.
So
Yes.
anyway, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna leave that there. But yeah, what does this conjure up for you ladies, if anything, or talk about something else?
Yes, it does. It conjures up this idea that, back to what we're talking about, which is the courage to be seen, is like, you have to ask yourself, who am I doing a disservice to
Yeah,
by not having the
exactly.
courage to be seen? Because you
Yeah,
not being courageous is actually a disservice to other people. It's not about you. And when you
yes,
make it about yourself, which is ego, it
yes,
is doing the disservice, which is what is you are to help people, even if you're to help one person in the world.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes. Oh
even
my God.
one person, by you being courageous, is why you're here. it's
Yeah,
it's true. I
yeah,
got this download this morning that said community, is the unity, right? Like, I was watching the Pope. I mean, I don't practice Catholicism anymore, but I grew up being Catholic,
yeah.
and
Same.
I definitely respect, the Pope and that, what they do, the Catholic Church in that sense, because I do believe they want to bring people together, and it is a worldwide, it
Religion.
affects everybody, worldwide religion.
Yeah,
And I do believe it's all about peace and unity. And I was watching the Pope step in to his calling, and I
yes,
could see him being courageous in the moment. I don't know if you noticed it. I don't know if you saw it, but when they video recorded him literally stepping out and seeing all those people, he got emotional because
yeah.
he knew right then in that moment, this is why I'm here. He
Oh,
said to himself, I know it. I don't have to hear him say it. I just know because I saw it on his
yeah,
face, and his
yeah.
energy shifted, and he went, this is my calling. And I went,
Mhm.
oh my God, what if we all did that? And I saw the people in the crowd. And to me, that meant community and
Yeah,
unity. And this is like a new chapter in the world. We are literally going through a shift. And I
yeah,
know not, and I had multiple people, because I watched the news, and multiple people came to see this, once in a lifetime thing, and said, I'm not even Catholic.
yeah,
Multiple people said that. I'm not Catholic. And
yeah,
they came
yeah,
to see this because this is what the world needs. We need
yes,
unity,
yes.
Mm,
community.
And that's
Yes.
his
totally.
purpose, right? That's his purpose, is to
Yes.
bring that. And I love that you spoke to that, because the one thing I always talk about, and I forgot to mention, is that when you do your thing from a place of service, from a place of
Mm.
your soul, right? Like my first jazz band is called Heart and Soul, right? It's being, in your heart and soul, and speaking your truth and doing what you were brought here to do, having the courage to be seen, right? When you do it from a space of service, humble yet fierce service, because you're not here to play small, but you are here to serve others with your gift. So when you separate from your ego and let ego, like ride in the back seat, as I like to tell my clients and my team, and my audiences, let ego sit in the back seat. You and your creator, the divine God, spirit, source, whatever you want to call yours, the universe, are driving the car. So
Mm.
you're doing that thing with source using you as the conduit for that thing. So when I'm on stage, I don't care what I sound like. I know I'm going to sound exactly as I'm meant to sound because Spirit is using me up on stage. I am a vessel. I am a channel for the divine that uses my voice and my beingness up on stage. And I freaking own it because it's not about me. I know that I am a channel. And so it gets so easy when we realize who we truly are, that we are these
Yes.
divine beings in these meat suits. So we don't have to be nervous. We don't have to have writer's block. We don't have to say, what am I going to say today? Like when I go on stage, I have no freaking clue what I'm going to say. I'm an international speaker. It was a miracle that found me when COVID hit. And when I told them, I said, look, I don't have a presentation. I'm not a speaker. I'm a channeler. And they said, we don't care. We checked you out online and we love you. And they wanted me on their roster. And so that's my thing to do as well, right? Is to just channel messages, of love and peace and hope and enlightenment and authenticity and joy and being seen and all those great things. And I have no clue what I'm going to say because I'm being used as a channel. So I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it's
No, it
very I love what you mentioned just now, that This Is Me, that song from The Greatest Showman. I want to say something of Avira, is that like you mentioned, okay, so that song again, that song, I showed that to, I was inspired by that song, the
Yeah,
music
well,
video.
so good. Great.
So do see the music video online. And then I showed that to my 11-year-old son, soon to be 12 in a few days. And
Oh,
he
happy
was in,
birthday.
at first he was like, stay cool, and it's okay. Like, the look on his face, I thought, it's not a big deal for him. But because for me, I love the music video. I was so touched. I was hoping some response from him, but no, not on his 11-year-old face, almost 12. And then the other day, I saw him was singing that to himself. So guess what? He checked that, he downloaded that video, download the music. So he has been listening to that Spotify all the time. So he can even sing it. So I was
Oh
like
my
so
God, that's
surprised. So I
beautiful.
want, and also tap into what you said about you are writing a book for high school kids. I think
Yeah,
that is a major step. Like we are not just talking about this group of business people. We are talking about the next generation, the younger generation, and even younger one. We got to get the message out, and then people really need to hear this, because when I grow up, I listened to nothing about like that kind of thing, and
yeah.
I think this next generation can do so well.
Oh, oh, I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, I think that, I think today the younger generation is more courageous to be seen. I think it's an older generation that does hide because we were put in a box. We were in the matrix. When I was Roman Catholic, God was out there. I was this lowly sinner. As much as there is unity, and I do like the vibe of the new pope. To be honest, my mom's very happy because she's Catholic. But God out there, and we're lowly sinners. Like that's how we're raised, a lot of us. So
Yes.
of course it's hard to break out and be seen because you think you've got to stay there. But guess what? You've got a mission that's bigger than you. So you got to break out of it and get the support you need, get the community you need, get the expertise like these ladies here, myself, and have the courage to be seen so that you can make the biggest difference you were brought here to make.
Yes.
Whew. So I think at this point, ladies, unless there's anything else, I'd like to close off this episode. Would that be okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds
good,
good.
good.
Fantastic. So if you go back to the last episode, if you haven't watched it yet, please go back. You'll learn more about what O does, what Tavia does, what I do. But we just wanted to keep this short and sweet and just give you a little bit of snippets of what we got into in the studio after the show. And we were so excited, we jumped back on camera.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching us. We hope you're enjoying these episodes. We hope that we're giving you more courage to be you, and so you can thrive in your mission. And we'll see you next time on another episode of Thriving Your Mission. So much love.